I sit in perfect posture, legs tucked like Siddhartha under his banyan tree, but there is no tree for shade, no sweet girl bringing food or water. There is only sand, snakes, lizards, turban sheiks, and this sound, a transient note that forms as the wind plies its fingers around sculpted dunes. I have come to Oman to forget, to drown myself in a sky larger than my worries, to bury myself in a place vaster than all my dying dreams, staring out one whimsical wave of sand after another, heat, cold, thirst, hunger, to face them and live, or not. It doesn't matter. War does this. It stalks me by day, sleeps with me at night, licks my putrid breath in the morning, and makes me want more. I hate it. I love it. Without it, I would have been dead already, living someplace, numb as a wooden casket. I have reported on 8 wars: Somalia, Kosovo, East Timor, Sri Lanka, Georgia, Rwanda, Afghanistan, Iraq, and still there are more, lined like tired travelers, queues of them on and on, shifting forever like the unflagging sand. Belfast or Belgrade, it does not matter. They are there, the generals and their soldiers, the warlords and their insurgents, the penniless and pitiful, eager to assuage their hunger. It used to amaze me, the things I would see, but now, no more. Finding a human hand in a field is no more jarring than finding a drunk in a church or a willow beside a pond. In fact, the willow would be more jarring, is more jarring. That beauty still exists is often a wonder. Sand. It covers the dunes, dozens of them climbing up out of the ground, hundreds, thousands, millions of dunes going on and on and on. And the heat so exquisitely searing, my flesh so perfectly scoured, sand reaches into my clothes, my mouth, my stomach, my spleen. It glimmers in my shit. I bury the waste with sand and move on. The problem is one of metaphors. I've run out. A machete's crack through a spine can sound like the whack through kudzu only once, and even then the comparison does not suffice, for kudzu does not bend its knees begging to be spared. It does not bleed. It does not scream. What metaphor is there for the cries of the child whose eyes are burnt from their sockets? Or not even his cries, for cries readers know. They can imagine those. But what words are there for that most specific sound of the hot poker penetrating soft flesh, and then the smell? What is the posture of the people who are forced to watch? What does the umbilical-like grip of fear feel like? And after it is gone, what follows? But of course, umbilical is a metaphor, and I shall use it, even if I already have. After all, what does it matter? More than likely, my stories are never read. Instead, they're the text glanced over as you ride the train to work, or drink coffee in a Starbucks, or the section of paper you fold neatly and place under your rain-soaked boots or your puppy's rear end. For you are wise to know that you can never know. Even in the places you've read of, the Kabuls, the Darfurs, the Gazas, or the places you've been, the Harlems and Rio de Janeiros, you can never know. Just as I watch the sand start to bury my feet, am hoping to forget. I sit in perfect posture, legs tucked like Siddhartha under his banyan tree, but there is no tree for shade, no sweet